Hi there, this is Jake Graham from LJ Hooker Lane Macquarie. This is my May 2025 market update. So just wanted to quickly talk about what sort of market trends we're seeing at the moment, and what I sort of mean by that is what are stock levels looking like, what's demand looking like. Well, usually as we edge into that winter period, a lot of people actually choose not to put their property on the market. We usually tend to see around about a 15 to 30% decrease in supply levels. Now, what that sort of does to the market is because supply levels are so low, buyer demand usually tends to stay high pretty year round. So as you can imagine, looking at those supply and demand levels, shortage of stock, high demand for that stock, we usually tend to see properties selling pretty well within these periods. Now, if you look at the average days on market in Cardiff at the moment, we're sat around 19 days. It's somewhere in the mid-20s in Macquarie Hills at the moment. As we sort of progress into the year, now there's obviously a few more talks about those interest rate decreases that'll be used to obviously stimulate the market. Now, as and when that does, we could see more buyers coming into the marketplace. We could also see those buyers having a bit of an increase in spending capacity. What will that do to the market? Well, when you move into that spring period, you do tend to see around about 15 to 20% an increase of stock. So if you tie that in with that buyer demand as well, and those buyers being able to increase that capacity, we could also see stock levels increase, meeting that demand around that spring period, and that's when we could probably see prices begin to plateau. It'd be interesting to see what happens over the next few months. I'll make sure to keep you all updated. Jake Graham, LJ Hooker Lane Macquarie.